Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Libra Love Tarot Reading. Libra Love Reading, and as is often the case here at the Tarot Closet, Libra Love Messages Reading. Libra, I'm channeling for you in June 2023, but you could be here really whenever. You could be here in real time. You could also be here many months, even years later. All readings are timeless and meant for you, well, when they find you. This is a fated connection between you and I. So welcome. I'm really glad that you found your way here. Down below in the description, you will find the tarotcloset.com. I will also link any decks that are coming in today. You will find all the playlists, all zodiac signs, messages from your person, all signs, love tarot readings. If you're on a twin flame journey, okay. If you're on a twin flame journey, there are very long and in-depth twin flame readings below as well. Libra, as you can see, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse here and also the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is Virgo ruled by Mercury. The Five of Cups, of course, is Mars and Scorpio. They're both in reverse. It's already telling me that somebody that was your person, look what's at the bottom of the deck. Your person, you're someone that you're here for, your specific person, or maybe somebody's coming into your mind. I feel like they weren't really clear about what they wanted and weren't following up with what? Maybe some promises, some offerings, what you talked about, whatever the case may be. It's the Five of Cups in reverse. So they're coming back in here. I feel bringing in some hope, also wanting for forgiveness, because look what is here. It's the Moon in reverse. This is Pisces energy, Gemini, and Cancer also coming through. My throat chakra is really activated. So let's see what's going on. It's just starting. This is the truth coming. This is your person having clarity. Let's see. Clarity about what? What is the truth? This is yours. Yeah, look at that. Well, of course, it came back. Okay. And the Five of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, look at this. So I feel like you've been waiting for this. Is this communication? It's not clear yet. I feel like it is. My throat chakra really is going nuts. You can probably hear it. The Five of Wands in reverse, Libra. This is whatever issues have been going on between you. They're being resolved. This is restoring balance, restoring harmony. It's overcoming the obstacles and the challenges. I want to tell you too, it could be for some of you that somebody was maybe playing some games. I'm feeling some page energy here. It might not be for everyone. It could be chronological age. Can also just be that somebody's been, well, yeah, behaving a little bit immaturely. Interestingly enough, it's the King of Pentacles, you know, and it's in reverse. So we see here that it's somebody who wasn't following through with what? Well, it's the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone you can count on. This is somebody who wants to work on the partnership, work on the connection. What is this for you? Look, voting with the feet, they say in Ireland. Here, moving along, taking a step forward. It's the Knight energy, but it's in reverse. So we can see here that you're someone, this person here today coming in is sorry. So a lot of apologetic energy here in the Knight of Pentacles. There's a humility, I want to say. And wow, I just had a really weird vocal. There's this thing you might know, especially if you're in Scandinavia, where you kind of take breaths. And for my time living in Stockholm, I started to do that. It's been a really long time, and that just came. That's a message for somebody. Maybe you're in Scandinavia. I don't know, but I feel like I had to bring that forward. The Eight of Cups in reverse. This is Saturn and Pisces energy, and it's more of the energy that we see here. In the Five of Cups, it's somebody coming back in. They've learned their lesson. For some of you, they're returning home. Is home a dwelling? Is home a place? City, state, country? Is home back into the connection? I feel like they're coming with the truth because this is the truth coming. And this is somebody who's clear now, who was not clear before. This is also an energy of, well, I feel like they weren't really communicating and needing to open up as well. It's the Five of Cups here. I just want to show you. Here in the Five of Cups, what happened? You can see the Three Cups are spilled. Of course, this is bringing in the Three of Cups. It's Mercury and Cancer energy. Mercury is the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. It's spilled everywhere. Was somebody waiting for communication and they knocked them over? Was there a emotional exchange, maybe being one of the last? Because you also see the Two Cups still here. So I feel like you've been waiting. This is the partnership placement, by the way, for this Knight of Pentacles here, who's been in reverse, who's been stubborn, who has maybe been taking their time. The immaturity and some arrogance is coming through, I have to tell you. And that might be not wanting to admit something. But we see they're learning their lesson here in this Eight of Cups. And yeah, that 8 is always an 8, just as it's also an infinity symbol. So for some of you, this might be communication coming through with your twin flame. Not everybody's on a twin flame journey. That's very clear. Yeah, that's a giving energy. This is bringing the truth. Okay, we're going to talk about it in a moment. But I wanted to tell you, that's also bringing in your energy, Libra, because the infinity symbol is also connected to you. And that's the yin-yang energy, the balance. That's also the truth. That's also bringing in justice for me. And that's bringing in a solution, I want to say, in the truth coming. And we see the truth coming here, quite literally, in the moon in reverse. And we see the solutions right next to it in the Five of Wands, which is also connecting me with the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, which is really activated, but it's a scratchy, I'm kind of jumping around. I did this breath thing, and it's somebody who's having a hard time or was, and that's connecting to me. Yeah, well, it's connecting to page energy, but it's also connecting to some emperor energy in reverse. And what's interesting about that is oftentimes in this deck, I get really strong emperor energy from the King of Pentacles, wherever it is. So this is somebody I feel like who has wanted this, but yeah, there's some headbutting going on. There might be a little bit of jealousy somewhere here. What is that all about? That's not really clear. But this Eight of Cups is also telling me that this was in the upright at some point. And I need to get my throat in order here so I can get through your reading. My gosh, it's telling us that this is somebody who maybe pulled away, or somebody who just bolted. Could have been some ghosting for some of you here, and left you feeling like they didn't love you, left you feeling abandoned. It's interesting. Look at that stick here. Am I imagining this? Okay. I don't know. This is a stick, okay? There's two things. I just realized this looks like a slingshot in some ways. Was there somebody trying to stop somebody? Was it in reverse at some point? The other thing is, look at it. I just looked at it and it looks like some hands, and it almost looks like somebody's giving the finger. Okay, here's the thing. This is something I've never noticed before, and I'm wondering if there is some type of discord going on, or that's some of the immature energy. I don't know, but look. Is that just me, or does this look like some hands too? But it also looks like a slingshot to me. It's rough pieces of wood. It's a tree that's fallen. It doesn't look like it's much bigger than driftwood. There's some driftwood. Look, it's crossed here. Two, are those wands here within the Eight of Cups? Is that the stick that generally the Eight of Cups has to figure things out? Interesting. It's like a fallen tree here. A lot of things going on. Well, and it's in the reverse. It doesn't feel like a spinner to me. We might see it again because we know that that took place. But this is somebody who's coming back. They have clarity. They want to bring the truth. Did they learn their lesson about lying? It's really coming through strong here because, well, this is the Six of Pentacles, and it's the moon in Taurus. Okay? And of course, the pentacles are around commitments, around connections. It can be anything, of course, work, family, where somebody's living. This is obviously your love tarot reading, Libra. And you can see one being handed here. I want to say it's a reciprocity energy. But somebody here's got their eyes closed, and not in a scary way, but a sincere way. Because look what's behind them. It's the Five of Pentacles. And that's bringing in the Five of Pentacles. And that's a feeling of loss. This is yours too. That perhaps, whoa, it's the Tower card in reverse. Okay. We'll talk about it in just a moment. Yeah, this is actually not surprising because the Five of Wands is overcoming the challenges and the obstacles. So what happened here? Was there a moment for some of you? It's not going to be for everyone, okay? We'll talk about it in a minute. But what I saw here in the Eight of Cups were a lot of different things, but that was a really interesting development. But this is, again, bringing in the fifth chakra for me, connecting with the throat chakra and connecting with the truth. This is them handing the truth, I feel, because we also see it here in the moon in reverse. Somebody is realizing what part they played in this, I feel. Apologetic energy, yeah, there's humility involved here. We also know that this king was not following through. We can see it also with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You couldn't really, I feel like you weren't sure if you could count on this person. Maybe you just downright couldn't count on this person. There is a stubborn energy coming through here. It's really strong from your person's energy. Could be your energy too, because there is a little bit of headbutting here. But this is the truth coming, and this is the clarity. And I do feel it's a lot about the part that your person here played in this disconnection. It's a sincere offering. Is it more than an apology? Is it more than the truth? Let's see. Because the other owl is receiving it as well. There is I'm really having a hard time talking through this. They're both, look, they're kind of ready to receive. They both have their eyes closed. And it's a sincerity. And look, the pentacles are dangling here, which is in their house. You can see that this is the outside here. The light is here. So this is within, I want to say a home, for some of you a dwelling, but it can also be a place. And it can also be, well, it is this. But in addition to your connection together, the weight. For me, it's like the weight is over. That they're bringing the truth in. The question is, because this is coming back having learned their lesson. And it's returning back to where? Again, is it home? This is very much a home, a dwelling, But it's also a place, and it's also a connection. It's a state of mind. It's a lot of things, because we see there was some blocks going on here. And somebody has the clarity now. What is in connection to that truth? Well, you're going to know. Let's see what else is coming through. But what I already can feel and hear and see here is what part they played. Some immaturity connected to arrogance, I have to say. Not being able, I feel like, to count on this person. And it's interesting because it's right here with the Five of Wands. So is this somebody also who was not even just, because this is clarity. So is it clarity how they feel? Is it clarity about a situation? What is that? But it's catty corner here, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This energy of being stubborn, not feeling like you can really count on them. And it's the Five of Wands in reverse. And that's solving this issue. The Tower in reverse, another major arcana. So this has been somebody who has been afraid to change. Wow, this is interesting because it's sort of like, did some of you give an ultimatum, Libra? Because I feel like you're so fair. You're Libra. There's only so many chances you'll give, And this honesty, this lack of clarity, balance, all of this is very connected to your energy. I'm wondering if some of you may have given someone an ultimatum, because this is having learned their lesson, and this is having the clarity and bringing the truth. Because there's a fear of change here in the Tower card, in particular for me today in reverse. Of course, it's the major arcana. And it's Mars energy, the planet of aggression, the planet of action, passion, drive, and conflict. Something went down in here in the Eight of Cups when this disconnected. I feel like this person left. Maybe a home and a dwelling, a place, the connection. And for some of you, it was intense. You can see that. I mean, look, were you building a connection, a life? Were you already in it? Was it on the table? Pun intended. And then it wasn't because lightning struck here. That causes fire, and fire can destroy things. However, fires do go out. They can be put out, and things can be rebuilt, and land can regenerate and oftentimes be stronger. Is that the fallen tree here? Look. I think, excuse me, I burned myself here. I'm trying not to show it too much. It might be gross. That might be the fallen tree here in the tower. Oh my gosh. So that's really goosebumpy. So what went on in this tower energy, okay? Something that you didn't want to happen. Something that may have wrecked more than just your connection for some of you. There might have been a big upheaval. Whatever the case is, oh my gosh. I think that's the tree. There might have been some discord and some words said for some of you. It won't be for everybody. However, you know, this is, I think a lot of you gave ultimatums. Maybe not everybody. Maybe they're just getting the feeling, or maybe you already had a talk. Whatever the case may be, this is also, it's in reverse, excuse me, but it just wanted to send a message that, well, yeah, you have to communicate in a new way. They need to open up, and you need to open up too. Why is that coming through, Libra? Are you holding something back? Are you holding something back? Whatever the case may be, there is a fear of change here, and now they're changing. Now they're seeing it, and they're coming with the truth. They're coming back and saying, I've learned my lesson. So whatever went on here in this Tower card energy and this Eight of Cups when they were both in the upright is what they're getting clarity on now and realizing that they need to bring to you kind of before they lose you. Maybe forever. What's the story here for you? Wow. That was really clear for me. These three are just sitting here calling my name. So are these down there. We're going to get those in a minute. See what else wants to come in. As for the overall energy, it comes when it wants to come, just so you know. Sometimes it never comes. Sometimes it comes in a love message or a song message. Let's see what's coming here, okay? Wow. Wow. Yeah, this is really super clear. Okay. It wants to go here. It's where it wanted to go, and I was thinking, no. And it wants to go there. This is how it wants to come down. Okay. Although part of me feels like, well, yeah, I think the Eight of Wands is over here too. In any case, this apology, this clarity, this acknowledgement of wrongdoing, or what happened, or what they're saying is they take the blame for, it's getting resolved here. Look, it's moving. It's the Chariot card. It's the Empress. We'll talk more about that too. Somebody that also was, well, yeah, emotionally maybe not available, not opening up here, not being honest. It's extremely clear, and that's what's coming in here. This is a new way of opening up, becoming emotionally available, speaking the truth, connecting to the fifth chakra, wanting to reinvigorate this, wanting to bring you this truth. Now, what I want to tell you is it may have already happened, or it can be there were unsent messages or deletions. Can also be they're just having trouble here getting the message through. It's coming. You can see it. It's Cancer and energy, and it's emotional too. Look at that. It's connecting right here with the Five of Cups in reverse. This is coming back with, this is bringing hope. This is hoping also for forgiveness, that you can, I feel, communicate and really work it out. It looks, this is a successful outcome. This is problems being resolved with the communication and the truth, no less, from everybody's side, and working that out and moving on from it. Not just, hey, let's forget about what happened, but really coming to a new understanding, coming to a new place. Forgiveness is super, super strong here today. Wanting it, hope coming in, trying to get this message to you. They may have already sent it. This is kind of spinning for me. And what was that reading? Was this might have been the Love Tarot before last, the All Signs. Maybe it was the Twin Flame reading. Anyway, it's around this time when you're seeing this. So if you're not here in real time, it would still be around the same date. Do you know what I'm saying? It was real similar message in that sense, that they're really trying, I feel, to bring you this message. And it's lovingly too. And it's really wanting to solve these issues here that were in the Tower card. They've been afraid of change, and they're acknowledging that. And they're realizing that if they don't change, that if they don't stop lying and stop not being clear, possibly some of you playing games. What else? Maybe there's third parties for someone. It can be the case. It's not going to be for everyone. And it's not always romance. It can be family of origin, jobs, money, location, somebody who doesn't want to compromise, somebody who's overworking, cultural differences, religious differences, whatever, that needed to come through for somebody here. In any case, they're acknowledging that. And for some of you, you did put out an ultimatum. And for those of you that didn't, it's an energetic thing. Although it could be that there's some seeing and hearing things, or maybe it's something you said that they were waiting on to come and bring. But it's changing, and it's bringing you the truth. Not wanting to lose you. It feels like a really big deal. This feels like, I know it's going to be like, why is she bringing in the Death card? It just feels like Death card energy to me. It feels like really the death of somebody's ego in a not positive way, because we all have ego. We need our ego. But when you're coming from a place with the ego and there's headbutting and there's lying, I mean, obviously that has to change. And that's what I feel is kind of happening here. And that's also why they're having such a hard time, I feel like, overcoming it. And also maybe connected to some immaturity and some games, which can be like not contacting each other, or even more for some of you. That's because this is overcoming that. The message is spinning for me. So it may have already come. It may be in and out kind of feeling, delete. Or they're just working on it and it's coming. That's what's coming here. They don't want to lose you. The Empress has access to all the elements. Water, air, earth, and fire. The love. The friendship feels really strong here. Somebody that really respects you. So that's also why them not showing it, or their behavior is not backing that up. And that won't be for everybody. But the Empress wants to bring clarity in relationships. It's really transactional energy, and we see it here. It's really very, very strong. Also, physical relationships, the commitment, and all the practicalities behind it. Feeling safe in the connection for expression and everything else. The wand energy, leading with the heart, the energy of love. And that connection that can, take things over the top in another direction. In any case, the Empress is coming here to open, along with the moon in reverse, to open up your person here today and get them to realize that time is, I feel like, running out, and get this message sent to you. Get it moving quick. Look at this. It's Chariot card energy. There's the yin yang energy. Oftentimes they are Taurus energy, by the way, and divine feminine energy. And again, I do want to say, though, that it can be for some of you that there are children involved. That won't be for everybody, okay? But this is really abundance and new beginnings and growth and, she has access to everybody. Oftentimes with these Sphinx, they're obstacles. And this is the same for the kitties. It's yin-yang energy. So that, for me, that is bringing in the Ankh, by the way. That's yin-yang energy. And that's bringing in the Emperor for me, because I am feeling that energy here. It's an overabundance of divine masculine energy. And this is somebody who is balancing that out now, coming out of that stronger energy, that Mars energy here. This is the beginning and the end. And that energy too. It's a lot of the Death card energy that I'm feeling here. And, coming with working on that side of the ego that has been running things not so greatly, you know, and they're really trying to work on it, I feel. Coming in here wanting that victory, balancing things out so that they can come, because that's the thing. The obstacles here today are, for your person, are to them. It's them here in the Five of Wands, and we see it in reverse that they're overcoming that. Issues are being resolved, and there's success coming through here as well. And you see that here with the evergreen leaves, which are forming the victory wreath that the chariot is wearing, or on the chariot. Look, guided connection. Look at the angel feathers, moon energy, of course, too. And that's the victory here in solving it. And also solving it is going to involve getting this message to you, I feel. Now, for some of you, you may feel like, well, yeah, it's going to solve that, but I still don't want to do this. Maybe you don't. You have free will. Your person has free will. Everyone has free will. Remember that. Okay, energies, outcomes, they can and they will and they do change. The future, yeah, these are yours. The future is not fixed. And we're going to look probably at some more or move on to another deck. And oftentimes too, you know, the minor arcanas are daily energies. So somebody can kind of mess with the flow a little bit in that sense, because this is the truth and clarity coming. Look at it. They're still working on a message. Maybe tomorrow, or maybe it comes in another deck and we see it in the upper right. So, you know, they're sending it, or they sent it, or they changed their mind again, or they unsent it, whatever. It's a spinner for me today. But also even in the sense of just their internal stuff going on here. You know, the Chariot card is solid here. The major arcana, the Empress. And the Tower in reverse, that fear that they're overcoming, and the Moon in reverse. Everything else is kind of up for change, I want to say. Day-to-day energy change. Libra, this is really clear for me. It's the Ace of Swords. Oh, wow. Coming with the Five of Swords. And they really wanted to come in here. So yeah, this is the dishonesty. My gosh. And this is the lack of truth for me. This is what they're trying to overcome in the ego. That's what this is. And it's going to go over here. And well, yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. The Five of Swords is Venus in Aquarius. Somebody here standing on this sword. It's almost as if the Page energy, you know, holding that truth and that sword. It's like it eventually, I feel like, it sounds strange, but went into Page energy. Because I really feel it here today, and we're not seeing it, and we don't need to see it. We might see it again or here in this deck or in the other deck coming through, but this is the lack of honesty. This is really bad decisions. And the bad decision here is lack of clarity, lack of communication, lack of truth around what? Look, this is what they're trying to work out. It couldn't be any clearer for me. I wanted to look at the bottom of the deck. It's the Ten of Cups. So is this what you were working toward on? Where did that go? That nest. Were you building a life together? Hello. That camera always ends. It makes me crazy. That's how it goes. At least I caught it. Sometimes I lose readings. In any case, you see the nest here. So were you already building something? Were you already in it? Was it a dream? Was it a plan? You know, a future plan here? Building a life. For some of you, children involved. Not for everybody. Family is something different to everyone, you know. Possibly combining families, introducing families, whatever the case may be, they know that if they don't change their ways here, in particular dishonesty, what is that around? Clarity, communication, that they might lose you. There's a lot of this energy of wanting to give this. It's really strong, acknowledging a lot of the past energy that they're still struggling with here. This still being on the table, I feel. Look, while you're in, yeah, this is so clear. This is the separation energy. And there's also some energy, possibly for some of you, of an argument or some discord. It's not for everybody. It's just not. Discord, I would say, kind of, yeah. You know, it doesn't always mean arguments. But for some of you, it was actually arguments. This is Venus and Cancer energy. Really emotional. You're still connected here regardless. And I feel that this was a bad decision that put everybody here, and we see that also in the Ace of Swords, bad judgment connected to maybe even some hurtful things that were said, also the lack of communication, but really those Three of Cups, Mercury and Cancer within the Five of Cups here in reverse, tells me that for some of you this was some really hurtful stuff said. But we also know it could have been that the cups were kind of, I'm also seeing somebody kind of kicking them over out of frustration, okay, for lack of clarity, truth, or communication. This is a really beautiful energy. It's Mars and Pisces energy. It's more of the planet of action, passion, tribe, and conflict. It's the beginning and the end, Mars. That brings in Aries and Scorpio, which we see here in the Tower in reverse. And this is Pisces energy. It's really emotional energy, and it's the Ten of Cups. It's the love. It's the new beginning. For some of you, it's children. It is not for everybody, because this is also new beginnings. They're flying off here into this rainbow, which is hopeful. And that 10, of course, deduces into a 1, which is more about new beginnings, but it's also saying that there's still potential here. And this is what wants to be your overall energy. And that there will be an opportunity to resolve these issues. It's coming. Maybe in a message, maybe it has, maybe it won't even be in a message. Could be the Empress jumps here on the Chariot card and takes a ride over for some of you. But in any case, this is a reading today, Libra, that is resolution coming. And again, I want to reiterate, if you're feeling like, well, this isn't what I want anymore, then it's not what you want anymore. We see that there's still a no contact and or in separation energy here. It's real clear. I know for some of you, this is your twin flame. For others, it's not, and that's okay too. There's very strong soulmate energy here today, and I do still see a connection here. It's really emotional energy, and it's all about love. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So the Strength card is coming in reverse, and this is really coming in with the energy of your person here today, someone here today, your specific person. It's Leo energy, and it's also Sun energy. It's the source. It's the outcome. We see that it's not there. And we also see that this is somebody who's kind of been sabotaging it in some ways. I don't feel at all that's what they want to do. Trying to get the strength here to right their wrongs and possibly go back in or begin the Ten of Cups if you weren't in that, because we see the nest that you were either building it, you were in it, or it was just still on the table. But regardless, the Empress is here to help build that back up. And we see it too. It's real clear. It's like you can't replant this tree that came down, which we see here in the Tower card, but you can put it up and you can use it for, you can do something else. You can plant a new tree. That's what I want to say. And you can still put this one up and honor what you've gone through and learn from it and communicate or walk away from it and start new and replant the tree with the Empress. It's interesting because we have this cherry tree in our garden that while they were fixing the balcony, they completely cut it down, had it for 10 years. And I'm grieving our cherry tree right now. So I'm hearing this message for you and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, honoring and acknowledging everybody's feelings and what happened, communicating in a real honest, clear way, and really forgiving each other, lightening that load for everybody when you've worked it out and moving on, whether it's moving on together or apart, whatever the case is. But I will tell you, this Ten of Cups here is catty corner with the Five of Wands in reverse, and that's overcoming, I feel like, the lies. And also, since there's some energy here too that I feel you have a really strong chemistry together. And, well, yeah, you've been waiting, I feel like, to come together. I don't mean for that, but that sometimes you can overwhelm each other. And that also brings in a lot of that energy that I'm feeling, the kind of the headbutting energy a little bit. Okay, so yeah, and I want to show you this, and then I'm going to leave this here, and we're going to bring in another deck. It's the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card. And this is really the reading, Libra, because the Three of Pentacles, this is Mars and Capricorn energy. It's a collaborative energy. It's teamwork. And in order to, whether you're trying to build these up and get over these rocks, or you want to plant them and grow them, in order to do that, you need to communicate, and it's in reverse. And part of the sabotage in this connection is because somebody hasn't been opening up or being honest, communicating at all, lying, whatever, being clear. It's all connected, and we can see that. You know, divine timing. It's growth and communication. And for me, this is the lack of communicating within the connection. And there's some energy of here in the Strength card in reverse of, yeah, kind of sabotaging things. Look, I mean, it's really clear. They also know it. This is the clarity and the truth over the fear of what they were afraid to change. It's the communication is real strong. You know, if you think of the journey, your connection, if it's someone you're only talking to, or it's, for some of you, a legal connection, some of you it's not, maybe someone you're living with or even dating, whatever the case may be, just think about it when you're building something or you're traveling together. That's always a good way to get to know someone. If somebody's not listening and then you end up on the wrong road, or if you're building something and something it collapsed, and it could have not collapsed if you would have communicated, you say, hey, you weren't listening to me. I was, but I said this. And it's like, okay, you're right. I wasn't listening. And that also takes humility, you know, to admit that. And then to apologize as well, even though you're afraid of change and you're having a hard time getting over your ego. And then it takes forgiveness from all parts. And then you want to upright this. Growth, communication, learn from it, move on and do better the next time. And build what you want to build. Or bury them to grow, those 10 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm leaving it here in the upright because that's where it wants to stay, because it's a spinner and the messages all came through. I'm going to bring in another deck. If you follow my readings, you know this is one of my many soul decks that I love, that I'm just really connected to at the moment. I'm not putting it down until I'm ready. It's in German, and while it's in German, I can tell you what they are, and you'll see it anyway. And if you've been watching my readings for a while, maybe you're learning some German. So that's good too. Let's see if there's any clarity coming through. More clarity. Maybe there's some new insight. Something could come in and just completely put things out of the water. We don't even know what's going on. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse just wanted to show itself. It's the Sun in Virgo. This is the thing. Virgos, really good workers, list makers too, lots of details. And it's in reverse. So this is telling me, it's the Sun as well, which is in reverse, which is a temporary energy. It's sad, but it's also telling me that it's just delayed, the gratification of getting into that new cycle. It's real clear for me. The Eight of Pentacles, yeah. It's telling us what we know, that it really needs... It needs the Empress to help repair things. I'm wondering if the Queen of Pentacles might be coming through. Okay, so it actually just wanted to keep it. Isn't that interesting? And it brought in the Page of Cups as well. So this is just how readings go sometimes. And I'm going to stop here and we're going to channel. But I want to keep it because, well, yeah, it showed itself. And this is just showing that immature energy that I've been feeling, because I've been feeling a lot of immature energy. It's been really strong. And, you know, when it's around the Page of Cups, somebody who wants this, but who hasn't been coming through, and they're really, I feel, trying to work on it. And it's also more of that breakup energy. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us the cards. Let's move the energy first. I need to say it again. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. Oh, yeah. It's the Three of Wands. And the Sun is upright. It's the Sun in Aries. There's the Star. It's bringing in Aquarius. The hope for renewal, for clarity. Look, I feel like this is a wish. I feel like this is what you've been wishing for. Kind of what everyone's been wishing for. This is the collaborative energy here, the energy of love. giving up some of the ego too, taking things to another level. For some of you, this can be physical travel, you know, flying, planes, trains, automobiles, chariots. Let's say that, chariots. But of course, it's also on the journey that the hope is still here. And look, it's overcoming these challenges and these obstacles. I would say challenges with these mountains. And we see that in the Five of Wands in reverse, and it connected directly here. Did I not talk about this? I must have. Please tell me I did. Yeah. The Eight of Wands, of course. And that's also overcoming things to get this to you. It's real clear. Look how emotional it is too. Hasn't crossed over yet. Is that water just staying there? It looks really emotional, you know, despite the fact that it's, well, a lot of waves too. I want to say that's the wand energy. And it's interesting because that's the fiery energy right here, the water. That's clear. Yeah, look. Wow. Okay, I want to tell you something. That is the energy of the Five of Wands as well for me today. Also the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands in reverse and the Five of Cups. Because this is someone, your someone is really hoping you'll forgive them. There's a feeling here of that coming through, Libra. It's real strong. And the thing about what we talked about as well, this moving on energy, this is not feeling like a moving on energy of someone not wanting to be together. It's about working it out. The Five of Wands, finding the solutions and being successful with that. Whether it's coming in written letters, SMS, texts, social media. Oftentimes Mercury for me is connected to writing and reading. So it could be that a message has already come through or they're trying, we know that, but they could also just be jumping on the chariot. Either way, in order to move on from the past hurts and have this new beginning, you know, the potential is really strong here. Things have to be healed and communicated and discussed before you can move on to this new journey and take a chance for a whole new start. This isn't just saying, you know, let's get back together or let's go to this direction together and not deal with anything that happened. It's the total opposite. It's dealing with it so that it's not coming back with you on your Fool's journey, because this is fresh start. The Fool is starting without any baggage. And we know there's baggage, you know, here, of course. And, you know, let's not get into that. It's life, isn't it? But I mean, the stuff that is really going deep that you might be, both of you having a hard time moving past, that if you want this, it's your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. It's really goosebumpy, are sending it through that it's imperative. Like it has to be handled here and healed. Look, it came again. I know, it's weird. Like you're keeping it. Yeah, I am. Look what wanted to show itself. It's the Tower card again. It's the same message as I send that message to you from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, Libra, because they've been afraid. Your person, your someone here today has been afraid to be honest, open up, a lot of things, and they're realizing that they have to, or they're going to lose you. I feel like this Tower, of course, moment already happened, whatever that was for you. A tree came down. Maybe that's insignificant. Some of you say, oh, it wasn't a big ending. For someone it was. Something went on, even if it's subconscious, you know, which we also see there in the Moon card, because a tree went down. That's the tree. Here's the Page of Pentacles. A little more of that immature energy, but it's upright, Page of Pentacles, and this is taking it. This is also possibly getting this message through in regard to this. That's reunion energy here. And they're mesmerized by this pentacle. That's coming with the pentacle that this King of Pentacles in reverse clearly couldn't bring forth or took it away, whatever happened here. You love each other, Libra. They love you. Your person loves you and you love your person. There's the headbutting. That's not surprising. right there with the heart. And it's Gemini energy, of course, Venus energy. And Gemini always brings in Mercury for me. And we know this is co-creation with Source and also Archangel Raphael, because Archangel Raphael is here for the angel for healing. What's broken and bringing happiness. Gosh, you guys. It's emotional. And helping with this new beginning here, co-creating with the Empress. Big time. They're buddies. It's really strong. It's really, really strong. And that headbutting energy is quite strong as well. But that Mercury energy also is about the lack of communication. You know, that's not generally what comes through for me here. But, you know, what comes through is what comes through. And that's what's coming through today. We see that this is what everybody's been waiting for, is the clarity. Because the sun is, you know, highlighting everything so you can see it. It's bringing in energy and everything's lit up. And then you have the moon here, which is not full. It's the conscious highlighting the subconscious, bringing us that full moon, which is clarity. So we see it now, but we also see that's what was keeping things apart. This is a really deep love. It's twin flame energy. It's soulmate energy. For me, this is coming together. You know, union is a heavy word, especially if you're on a twin flame journey. So it may not be for everyone that it's a big physical union, but there is a reconnect here, okay? I want to be clear about that. And I do feel that it's preparing for some sort of unexpected love offer here. It may have already come for some of you. Libra. Wow. Okay, and it's a new journey. We know that. I'm going to keep it here with the Fool card and the Ten of Cups. We're going to bring in some channeled love messages, Libra. What do you want to say to your Libra? Love messages, Libra. Yeah. I am sending a message. Yeah. Also connecting here with the Chariot, the Three of Wands. And we know that message here in the Eight of Wands. It's real clear for me. It's real clear, and it's coming through really throughout the reading, whether they made it through or not. But again, for some of you, they might just jump right on that Chariot card. I love you now until the end of time. Look, this is, did you notice I sent a message? That came through real early and it's real clear. We see it. For some of you, you may have noticed. You may not have noticed too. It's messages from their higher self. Come to me in my dreams, I'll kiss you there. It's the Pisces energy, and the Moon card, also the Ten of Cups. Neptune energy as well. I saw someone that looked like you. It felt like you were here. Sometimes I imagine just packing up and coming to you. For some of you, you're already nearby. I do feel that energy though. We have a deep soul connection. Yeah. Thinking of you brings me peace. These are the last two. I'm going to bring in some song messages today. I wish I could see you in person. It hurts my heart that we can't be together. I do feel that we know something is going down here, you know. Channeled song messages. What am I feeling? It can be that your song is coming through of relevance to you and your person, or just to you. It can be that songs come in that you don't like, that you've never heard of. That's okay. Maybe a song message is never for you, or maybe you feel like you're sending it. Can also be, these are yours, I feel. The sentiment in a song, a word, a location, a name I won't even know. You'll know. Let's see what's going on. Messages from their higher self through channeled song messages. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled a rug. I was getting kind of used to being someone you loved. Someone you love, Lewis Capaldi. This is a really strong energy here today. Because we know something was interrupted here. I will beg my way into your garden. That's Empress energy. Interesting. And then I'll break my way out when it rains just to get back to a place where I started, so I can want you back all over again. I don't really understand. I don't trust myself, John Mayer. When you're lonely and sad, if you think of the times we had, just the thought will bring you back to me. A heart to hold keen. Keep your head up, my love. Keep your head up, my love, the Luminaire's stubborn love. That was strong in the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. 1,000 years. Christina Perry. I think that's it. This is the last. Don't want to give my heart away to another stranger, or let another day begin. Won't even let the sunlight in. No, I'll never love again. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, I'll never love again. And I will stumble and fall. I'm still learning, just starting to crawl. Say something. A great big world. Interesting, that's connecting with the Strength card for me today. I'm going to set these down because we're going to be closing your reading after these last love messages, song messages, excuse me. Now all the stars have gone faded into cracks of dawn, and I'm still waiting here. Waiting, Nora Jones. Light up, as if you have a choice. Even if you cannot hear my voice, I'll be right beside you, dear. Run, Snow Patrol. And I want to wake up with the rain falling on a tin roof, while I'm safe there in your arms. So all I ask for you to come away with me in the night. Come away with me. Come away with me, Nora Jones. This came down. Did this come down twice? Yeah. Oh, no, Waiting. It's another song. Okay. Beautiful souls, beautiful Libra. That is your reading today. What am I doing? That's where I'm going to put it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's reading, please like the reading and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you have not. This really helps the channel to continue growing so that I can bring you more readings. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here today. I'm sending you love and light on your journey. Have a beautiful day. And Libra, I'll see you at another love reading. Bye for now.